All right, welcome back on this Weather Impact Alert Day. Our final current weather shot of the week also comes from the Rock River. Getting a look at the Rock Island Mile and Beltway right there, and yeah, it seems like a good weekend to be out and about on the water.
Yeah, it's going to be nice and dry. It's just going to be a big fluctuation in temperatures.
Yes.
I strongly suggest Sunday.
Okay.
It'll be much warmer than
Good to
tomorrow,
know.
let's put it that way. But our biggest concern is certainly heading into later tonight. As like you said, we do have that weather impact alert for the possibility of strong to severe thunderstorms. So let's get right to it. The time frame I'm looking at, folks, is between 10 p.m. for our friends west of the river to as late as 2 a.m. to our friends well east of the river. Okay, so that's the range that we are looking at for the scattered strong to severe thunderstorms that may be popping up. The challenge is going to be certainly when these storms evolve out to our west and the timing, because I can't stress this enough, it all depends on the level of severity with everything that goes on later on tonight. Right now we're dealing a few showers, but temperature-wise, can't complain. Numbers are still in the 60s, from 61 degrees over in Stockton to about 68 degrees we're noticing in Muscatine. The Quad Cities, we're looking pretty good with those upper 60s. Got a few showers going on, one little wave kind of falling apart just north of Macomb, heading just outside of Galesburg. And then if we go a little bit more off to the south and west, this wave that we see here just east of Kirksville, that continues to make its way off to the north and east. May graze the Quad Cities by about maybe 6:30 or so, but if it holds together Burlington, you'll likely be seeing that in about an hour or so for you. But these are just showers. Storms now off to our south and east. Our focus is going to be out to the west, and that cold front associated with that area of low pressure. That is where we expect to see storms begin to develop along that front and eventually lead to those storms later on tonight around here. But the time of these storms and their severity, that's going to be determined when those storms actually evolve. We're still under a level 2 out of 5 risk for seeing some severe weather, with the main threat being a good rush of wind and maybe even some hail to go with it as well. And I think if we see those two elements in our forecast, those two extremes, that may be taking place more west of the river. We'll see. Here is 10 p.m. and you can see that activity just off to the west of us, a little bending right here. That can mean some wind for hometowns around Jones and Jackson County. We'll move this to about 11 and 12. We start seeing that making its way through the Quad Cities. Drenching rains, that can't be ruled out. We had about, a quarter to even an inch and a half in range. We could be seeing that again with this wave coming on through. That will continue after midnight, 1 a.m., even around 3 a.m., and then eventually by the time we get to about 5 a.m. is when the last of those raindrops east of the river from Princeton to Kewanee, east of Galesburg, that's when things would come to an end. Now, how much rainfall we could potentially see, the range may not be over an inch, but still plentiful, with a half an inch, maybe over 3/4 of an inch. Can't be ruled out as we head overnight. Overnight lows shouldn't be all too bad either. Pretty good range from 50s well east around Princeton, LaSalle, Peru, 40s in the Quad Cities, upper 30s as we head farther west. And that means the reason why we're seeing that change is because we're cooling those temperatures down with that northwest breeze that's going to help clear the skies off as we head later into our Saturday. Temperatures for daytime highs, 50s, 40s. These will likely be highs maybe around lunchtime, and then we'll see pretty much temperatures cooling off with upper 30s and lower 40s by the time we get to about 4 or 5 o'clock, I would say tomorrow afternoon and evening or so. So Saturday, your coolest day with that breeze, but looking much better on Sunday with a high of 66 degrees. But if you're taking off early next week, let's just say I'm jealous. Mid-70s still on track for both Monday and Tuesday. We'll keep an eye on some showers and thunderstorms Tuesday night, going to early Wednesday morning. And then with that system passing on by, a little swing in temperatures again. 50s maybe Thursday, Friday, back in the 40s by the following weekend. Maybe a wintry mix back in the forecast as well. But just a trend that we see right now, Shelby.